Mrs. Annapurna, a qualified yoga mentor, hailing from Hyderabad, the capital city of Telangana state, India, has been into regular practice of Sushumna Kriya Yoga since 2016. Let us hear of the divine experience from her. Om Sushumna Annapurna
Om
Garu.
Sushumna, Dr. Madhushree Garu.
So, for how long have you been into this Sushumna Kriya Yoga?
About 4.5 years. I started in the year 2016 in the month of March.
Then, before you came to Sushumna Kriya Yoga, were you associated with any gurus or masters or anyone like that? Any spiritual path?
Not with any gurus with physical form, but I am a devotee of Shri Sai Baba, and Shri Sai Baba was everything to me. He was a god to me, he was a guru to me, and he was a guide to me, everything.
Nice, so nice to know of this. Then in your 4.5 years of Sushumna Kriya Yoga practice, can you share any of some good experiences today with me?
Well, definitely. I would like to share my very first experience I received the day I was initiated.
Oh, the very day you were initiated?
Yes.
Interesting.
So this was in the early days of 2016. I was passing by the area of Liberty and Himayatnagar, and I got to see Ammagaru's photo on a hoarding.
Mm-hmm.
It was just for a few seconds because I was just passing by. And somewhere deep down from my heart, I felt very strongly to meet Ammagaru. That was the very first time I had any such feeling that I wanted to meet a guru.
A guru with a human form?
Yes, exactly. I didn't know anything because I couldn't see. I don't even remember if there were any details or phone number on that. I just couldn't see. I only saw Ammagaru's photo and I was very attracted to Ammagaru. And then maybe in the later week, I was going in the same road with my friend, and it happened that I shared my view with her, and she said she knew Ammagaru, and she also told me that she used to attend Paurnami meditations every in Telugu University.
Yes, we used to
in
conduct.
Those days,
yes.
Paurnami meditations were held in Telugu University. And she introduced me to Balaji Garu in a phone conversation. And Balaji Garu shared some experiences of his, which were very interesting to me. And he asked me to come down to Telugu University in the month of February for Paurnami meditation. But unfortunately, I could not attend. He again called me in the month of March. Ammagaru was in town, was in Hyderabad. It was Holy Purnima. So he called me up and said Ammagaru is in town. So he just asked me to come and meet Ammagaru. So I went.
Like, where did you meet Ammagaru?
The present Dhyana Mandir in Himayatnagar. So that was the very first time that I actually wanted to meet a guru, like a guru in a physical form, actually.
Okay.
And then I went there. It was the first time for me to meet even Balaji Garu also. I haven't met him earlier. It was only during the phone conversation. And then he told me that Ammagaru would be arriving in some time, and he asked me to sit down. And actually, though I wanted to meet Ammagaru, I was in a bit perplexed situation, because it was the very first time for me to have this kind of experiences, like meeting a guru, and that way in a group I was not at all used to. Until then, even though my family was forcing me, to meet or, to do certain practices, I was always against that. I was never willing to have never done anything except following whatever Shri Sai Baba has said through his Satcharitra. That and Guru Charitra, which he advised. So these two books were like Bhagavad Gita and Bible to me. So though I wanted to meet Ammagaru, I went there with a lot of mixed feelings. But then I sat. Ammagaru arrived in a short while, and Ammagaru spoke a little bit, and then she initiated us into Sushumna Kriya Yoga meditation. Until then, I've never done any meditation before. That was the first time that I sat for a meditation session, and during meditation, I had darshan of two gurus whom I didn't know. I've never seen them before. And after Guru's darshan, I had darshan of Sri Mahakali Ammavaru and Sri Mahalakshmi Ammavaru. And I think the meditation session was for about 21 minutes. I don't exactly remember for how long. But I vividly remember all the other yes. And after the meditation session was over, Ammagaru asked us to share our experiences. And some of them have shared, but I did not. I'm a shy kind. I'm an introvert, and I was not comfortable speaking in a group at that time. So I did not share. Then after the sharing session was over, we were asked to take Ammagaru's blessings, and I was approaching Ammagaru, and that is when I saw Parama Gurus' photos. I didn't even see them when I entered the room. I didn't see any photos. I didn't notice them. And I don't know how words rolled out of my mouth. I showed Guru's photos to Ammagaru, and I said I had their darshan. I received darshan of these two gurus.
Those were the two gurus who had actually given you darshan during the first meditation session.
Exactly.
And along with Mahakali Amma and Mahalakshmi.
Mahalakshmi Ammavaru.
Wonderful.
Since I didn't know their name, I just had to point out at their photos and show them to Ammagaru. But Ammagaru didn't say a word, and nothing at that moment. She gave a very mesmerizing smile, and she gave me prasadam. It was a jackfruit, and I left the place after receiving Ammagaru's blessings. And on the way back, I felt like having the prasadam. Since my childhood, I was never a fan of jackfruit. Was never a favorite of mine. I neither liked its taste nor its smell. But the prasadam that Ammagaru gave was beyond the taste, the flavors, or whatever it might be. As I started eating, every bite of the fruit was giving me so much of energies, so much of vibrations. I could feel a lot of vibrations in my Vishuddhi chakra, my Agna chakra, and they were just passing down. I could feel some sensations in my Sahasrara chakra. It's actually difficult to express what exactly it was, but it was a very, very divine experience. Every bite of it gave me a very divine experience.
Wow.
I never in my life even imagined that jackfruit can be so delicious. We go to temples, we take prasadams, we go to Tirupati also, which is a very, it's called the Punya Kshetram. Of course, the prasadam we have from Tirupati also gives a good vibrations, but the prasadam that I received from Ammagaru was totally different. It took me totally into a different world. I never imagined that a prasadam received from a guru could be so divine.
Oh.
I cannot express anything more than this. I can't find words, but it was such a divine experience. I can never forget that experience in my life.
Amazing.
I have become a devotee of Goddess Durga Devi from 2014. And from 2015, I started participating in Navavarna Puja and Chandi Homams during Devi Navratris.
Oh.
In early 2016, I started participating in Paurnami Chandi Homam also.
That is every week?
Every month Paurnami.
Okay,
I think I started it from February, I think so. February of 2016. And the day I met Ammagaru was a Paurnami. It was Holy Paurnami.
Holy Paurnami.
So I was actually wanting to go to the temple. I didn't want to miss my Chandi Homam.
Acha.
But Balaji Garu, convinced me that I can leave early. I don't have to stay back for long.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, nothing will happen without a reason. There should be a reason why I'm getting this call. And I went. I got initiated. I had such wonderful experiences. And actually from Dhyan Mandir, I left to the temple directly.
Okay.
And on the way to the temple, I had this prasadam jackfruit.
Yeah,
and after reaching the temple, as I sat down for homam, they started the chapters of Sri Mahasaraswati Ammagaru from Durga Saptasati.
Mm-hmm.
They have, Durga Saptasati has chapters on Sri Mahakali Ammagaru, Sri Mahalakshmi Ammagaru and Sri Mahasaraswati Ammagaru.
Okay.
And I was very surprised, very much surprised. Then later I felt, because my even though when I was in the Dhyan Mandir, my mind, my heart was all in the temple. But I didn't want that I should not miss my homam.
I can understand.
So then later, when I had this experience in the temple, when they started Mahasaraswati Ammagaru's chapters, I was very much surprised. And later I realized, since I missed these chapters, chanting of these chapters in the temple, Ammagaru has given me darshan as Sri Mahakali Ammagaru and Sri Mahalakshmi Ammagaru.
Yeah, it's so true. I was just wondering why you were insisting that the other two chapters that started with Saraswati. I was just waiting to hear what was that you were insisting so much. Really, such a coincidence. Beautiful.
And I realized that Sushumna Kriya Yoga meditation was much above, much higher than homams.
Yes, undoubtedly.
And homams too are very new to me. I just started. So that was the understanding, or that was the knowledge that Ammagaru has bestowed on me. I realized that Ammagaru, a GuruMatha, and the goddesses are not separate. They all are one and the same. It's just that they are in different forms.
That's what Ammagaru always tells us, no? The major difference between a puja and meditation is, in puja you see God outside, whereas in meditation you feel God inside yourself only, within you. That is the major difference between puja and meditation, and that's what I suppose you had experienced.
Exactly. But even though I did not stop performing my pujas or participating in homams. I still did continue, but I did not stop even meditation. I did both.
Okay.
In the year 2018, during this Navratri festival, where I used to go for Navavarna Puja and Chandi Homam, I don't exactly remember whether it was the third day of Navratri or fourth day of Navratri. It was the time to we invoke the goddess, the avatar of that particular day, into the Sri Chakra
on one day.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So the third or fourth day, my first experience had just surfaced in my mind, and I felt, when Ammavaru and Ammagaru both are same, why should I invoke different forms? Why not I invoke our GuruMatha?
Oh.
And with that thought, I felt a lot of vibrations flowing through from my Sahasrara chakra. They were flowing through my spine into chakras. It was so nice. The energies were flowing into my hands. It was so beautiful. And I started performing puja, invoking Ammagaru, GuruMatha, into Sri Chakra. And this continued till the 8th day.
Mm-hmm.
On the 9th day, on the day of Mahakali avatar, I just could not remember Ammagaru.
Oh.
Ammagaru just didn't come to my mind.
Oh.
I performed the puja, I invoked goddess Mahakali, but Ammagaru just didn't come to my mind. And I didn't even realize at that moment.
Oh. Oh.
And I was really worried. How come I forgot Ammagaru? How come I did not remember her? How come I did not invoke Ammagaru today? Because all the other days it was going on well and fine. But on that particular day, why? What was my mistake? I was really worried. I was back home, but this thought did not go out of my mind. I was feeling very bad, very guilty for not remembering Ammagaru. During Navratri Puja, since I could not do my meditations in the mornings, I used to do in the evening time. So after my meditation, sometime after my meditation, a thought struck me that Ammagaru, our GuruMatha's nature is only love, compassion and forgiveness.
Yeah. Yes.
And nothing else.
Yeah, I agree.
But whereas the avatar of Mahakali, Ammavaru, is of destruction of evil. It's a furious avatar, a very ferocious avatar, which Ammagaru cannot take.
Okay. Oh, so, yeah, I now understood why Ammagaru did not allow you to evoke Ammagaru on that day. Because as you have said, the 9th day is the most important day when all the 8 goddess Shakti is evoked into one single form of Kali, and Kali will be the most ferocious.
Yes.
Because she need to be ferocious at that time, because the purpose of Kali avatar itself is to destroy the evil.
Evil, exactly.
So she has to be ferocious. Now on that day, when really a ferocious, highly powerful, ferocious form of goddess has to manifest to destroy the evil, definitely our GuruMatha Pujyasri Aathmanandamayi Ammagaru, who is just epitome of love.
Yes.
And nothing else.
Nothing else.
So definitely. So I understood now how Ammagaru, when we come across such amazing things and when we understand the depth of it, we feel really so blessed to be under such Guru, to be guided by a Guru of that stature.
Very true.
Amazing, really amazing.
So that was the
They don't allow us to do any great mistakes. And they always guide us and see that we go in the right path.
Right path, exactly. That's what a guru does to us. They always take us in the right path.
Yeah.
We just have to believe them, and they hold our hands and they take us in the right path.
Yeah, I agree totally. It's wonderful, really a wonderful experience.
That was the realization that Ammagaru has bestowed on me on that day. And yes, on the 10th day again, I could remember Ammagaru, and I know.
Yeah, because 10th day is a complete Purna Shanti Rupam.
Exactly.
It's a day of rejoice. So definitely that would be our Ammagaru then.
Exactly.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience, Annapurna Garu. Beautiful experience you had shared. And your very first day, Mahavattar Babaji and Bhogna Siddhar blessing you, and Ammagaru giving you a fruit which was, it's not just the taste of the fruit which I noticed you telling, the energies which you felt with every bite of that fruit, that is amazing.
Exactly, yes.
And that too, the upper three chakras, Visuddha, Agna, Sahasrara, vibrating with that fruit, jackfruit.
I could
beyond
just
words.
Feel something passing through my throat with a lot of vibrations, and I felt as if something is getting cleansed up. Maybe, I don't know exactly, but maybe.
It's all, it's possible.
So that was my very first experience, and carried on to a Navratri festival.
Yes, yes, yes.
Where I didn't feel any difference, where Ammagaru didn't, Ammagaru probably she erased the difference between the goddesses and gurus.
Exactly, exactly. That is the knowledge she has imparted to you.
Exactly.
By your own experience.
Exactly.
By making you feel it. So this is the greatness of our Guru, GuruMatha, Pujyasri, Aathmanandamayi Mathaji Garu. She has a very divine, very unique way of imparting knowledge to us. A Guru of the kind, only Guru of the kind we have between us.
Exactly. She doesn't speak much, even in silence.
Yes.
There are instances where she has given answers.
Actually, it is not one instance. Most of the time, it is through silence she imparts knowledge to us.
Exactly.
So, really, we are all blessed to be accepted by her. That is more important.
Very, very true, because we hardly find any such gurus.
Our great gurus, our Parama Guru, Bhogna Siddhar, Mahavattar Babaji Garu, and our Pratyaksha Parabrahma Swarupini Pujyasri, Aathmanandamayi Ammagaru, the gurus, these are the three gurus of Sushumna Kriya Yoga. They have accepted us.
Very true, very true, very true.
It's really a wonderful experience you have shared with me. And again, every experience teaches us, and through your experience, even I learned something new today. Amazing, Annapurna. Om Sushumna.
Om Sushumna.